So a stagger for Mabrey, and she gets cleaned on that second screen. So I don't think she was expecting it, because otherwise she would probably be bodied up with Mabrey. But she can chase over that first, and then that second. She can't chase over, even though she's bodied up. She's on her inside hip. And look how tight Mabrey's curling. There's no gap for her to skinny over. And now she's behind. You hit her, but I can see Wnba, she's got her antennas up. She slides over. She's there to help. And at the same time, Wheeler is going to stun off the pass. And now you force her into a push dribble. Split two. Veer it. But then it's a step back. That's a difficult too. Because at least you force her to adjust. Wnba has the possibility of containing the rock. But she can't stop her momentum. She's sliding. But then on that step, she's on her heels. She got to her spot. Raise up. Late contest. And this is not great either, because you can see the spacing between the curl and the pass. Wheeler can just do this for free as soon as she turns around. But Mabrey's just able to make something happen off that split. So she's pointing. Of course, they're going to play out a delay. So they want to clean her up early, yeah. So pin, but not really a pin. Slight brush. She goes under, shoots that. Whoa, dangerous pass. Because she was not expecting Atkins to deny that. And now she could cut back, but Mabrey was also not expecting that. So she wasn't ready to cut back. But fortunately, Alamon's there. She recovers the rock. Guard to guard. Yeah, it's going to be a double drag. She slips. She comes, turns a corner. Wnba's trying to communicate. Yo, Burrell, get through. But she's going under. She doesn't want to veer. She stops right in that pocket. Pulls from deep and trays. Let me see Burrell. She's on her heels, not expecting it. I think she was anticipating a switch on this guard to guard. So that first screen, she was expecting Atkins just take it. But now, Atkins doesn't switch. And now you can see she's behind. She cheats. Alamon reads it. Cut back. Stop right in that pocket. She doesn't want to veer. So early drag, clear side. And they're trying to catch the sparks for not getting set up. And I can see Wnba is out of position. Because if she turns a corner, she's got to make a diag. But she does slide. So at least she's got her antennas up. But now she's chasing over. She's looking to help contain the rock. And now she's going to hold the pop. But no throwback. So instead of that, she's reading the low man, because at least here, Wnba's got her antennas up. She's ready to trap the box just in case both of them get B. So she's in the lane, but now she reads it, and she sprays to the weak corner. But even here, Burrell's reading it. So at least she's ready to help the helper. Shifts low, gets ready to play two. But look at this. She's getting low, but then she tries to fan out, and she's just way too low and wide. And Sablé could just catch and pull that, because they're not ready to close. But instead, she's going to make it extra for the swing, which is fine too, but I can see Wheeler. She's playing two, she's able to read it, rotates from the weak side, and now Wnba. So she's reading that. So Burrell's going to fall off to the corner. She's going to make the X, take that away. But now they're going to fully reverse the rock, and she finds Tracy. And that's all because she made the right pass. She's able to fill the corner. It finds her again, but right here. So Izzy's going to make that 45, and that preoccupies these two. Because you can see as they're fully rotating, they're trying to match up. And now on this dive, you can see how confused they are. Head on a swivel. Neck is checking, all right, who's who? She's thinking, all right, are you taking her? Am I taking her? By the time she realizes on that turnaround, it's late. Handoff. It's out of delay. Yeah, 16 on the clock. She goes under. And that's why she picks her dribble up. So she reads Wheeler cheating. She wants to pull. But ideally in this situation, you want to cut back. So as she goes under, instead of picking the rock up there, just get a rescreen because naturally a defender is going to go under and then over, and you would probably open on that pocket instead. But now she's able to cheat. You don't get a clean look because she meets you. Swing one pass away. Now what? High rip. Guard to guard? Yeah, good poke. Now she can slip out. Alright, but now you give her a clear side. Wrap. Step back. Oh my goodness. Logo pull. Tracy. Let me see that again. He's hounding her. Wrap. Open her up. Can she slide? Nope. Because she's going inside, trying to slide on that recovery. Overreacts. I'll just give you a step back. So I can see there's ball pressure. She wants to break it. Quick get off. Hit the big. Now you chase. Immediate hand back. And that works out because look at Atkins. She's now forced to open up. And now she's caught on her high side. Now you can turn the corner. But I can see Hamby's looking to veer that. May pull in and help. Even here, Burrell. She does the right thing. Low to the ball. Pull in. Quick stunt. And you can see that works out because instead of a straight line drive, now you force Mabrey into pulling the rock back, tucking it, and an early pickup. And that actually allows Atkins to now recover, get back in front, and cut her off. But she's going to go with the left step through float. Look at that footwork. So she's forced to pick the rock up here. She's getting back in front. Now she's going to take a very long gather right here on that step. Step through, keep her still a bit on her hip. And now she has that angle to go up with the left. That's still a very difficult shot though. Good flash. Rip DHO? Yeah, it is. And you can see, just caused red confusion. Because now, are we switching this? Are we not? She's going to slip. She's going to slip. And now she's slightly behind. She tries to cheat. You don't let her through. Pull in that pocket. Let me see. Handoff. You could use her as a shield. She's pinned in. She doesn't want to veer it. No, you hesitate. One dribble. Step back. She's able to go under. Maybe she didn't feel comfortable here. Maybe she's just too close to her. So there's not enough space. So now she's going to take one dribble, step back. But now she's able to kind of get under that. Not really contest. But not the cleanest look. So uphill pitch. It's guard to guard. Do they switch? No, they don't. But Wheeler wasn't really expecting it. She's going to go under. Can you pull that? Nope. She's there. Now you hit her on the flash. Hand back. Nope. But now you're going to slip through. She's looking to curl. And now you're going to duck her in, which I like too. Get a good duck in. Everybody's hugged up. One dribble. Go middle. Nope. Pump fake. Step through. Another finish with the left. Let me see that again. One dribble middle. Set her up. Pump. She bites. Great step through. And even by doing this, you eliminate the low man. Because if she does go middle, Nneka could possibly help up. But by now stepping through, you eliminate the possibility because she can't get ball side. And look at the variety of buckets. Tough twos, logo pulls from deep, and then finishes with the left. Good get off. Find your one. Push the rock. I can see early drag. She goes under, but I can see Mabrey. She's running wide, so it's an overlap. And off this drag, you can see everybody's got their eyes on the rock. She's trying to load up because she went under. She's naturally low because her man is looking to roll. And now she's wide open. Swing one pass away. Tracy. And even here, if Bentley reads it, I'm going to clean you up just a bit on that pin in. Now you got to go wide. Because instead of just a straight line drive, you force her wide going under that. She can't get out in time. What is the score? 13 already? Now Hezzy, get downhill. Nope. And I like this too. Hold your dribble. Wait for the drag. Get downhill. Turn a corner. They veer it? They do veer it. But it's late. Uh-oh. She burns you. One hand pickup. Same foot, same hand finish too. Let me see this. Little Hezzy. She's hesitant here because she's rolling on that clear side and she's got inside positioning on Burrell. Because she was looking to chase over. And now she's got to play too. And right here, she could pull in and provide help. But she's staying hugged. And now Alman just got to read it. Is the pocket there? No, it's not. Quick change of pace. Burner for a late veer. And tough finish with the left. She had a hell of a game too. High ball screen, middle. She's able to skinny over. No contact on that ball screen. Nneka's there providing help. Hit her on the short. And now on the roll, she's lifting. No, she's going to go all the way. Same foot, same hand finish. Because you can see Burrell, nail help, she could hit her on this throwback, on this shake. But you see the lane, why not? Because now Nneka's forced to play too. Doesn't really have help. Tries to slide over, but she can't. Great gather too. Left, right, inside angle, cut her off. Finish on that strong side. So middle pin. And at the same time, she's looking for a post dump. She curls off. But Atkins, she does a good job of staying attached and trailing her outside hip. She chases over, hit her on that flash, flow into a ball screen, reject, one dribble, good stunt, force her to pull her dribble back. And then she's got to stop in that pocket. And that's a tough two. Let me see again. So she catches, she's telling her, yo, take the ball screen. And you can see off the pass, Alamon's got to get out of there. Because now you're inviting nail help unnecessarily. She tries to drift. And actually, she might have this line because it is quite high. And she's plugged low. So jab, reject. You force her to open up. She sees it. And she was going to swing the rock. But then she's looking to recover. She reads that. And then great footwork here. Hard plant on the left. Square. And then just pull over top. But she's not even really square here. And look how narrow her base is. There's not much balance there. But she was just on a heater. Not sure what happened here. But she's flashing for the rock. She's going to cut through. Good denial. She's going to lift. Does she get the handoff? Yes, she does. So no backdoor. And even here, low man's active. She's reading that. So she comes off. She gets the handoff. She tries to shoot that gap. Skinny over, but she can't. Great hands by Alamon too. Make sure you recover the rock. Now you flow into a rescreen. She chases over. She's going to slip. Nneka's in a drop. Get downhill. Snatch. But then she's going to swing to the weak corner because, again, the low man's active. And I like this. Pull in. Make sure you take away the roll if she's going to help contain the rock. But now she's caught in a two-way because she's making this shake. So you take away the seeker. She's not there to X. She's got to get back to her man. And she's going to overreact, fly by, and now you bite. She attacks the close. Does Nneka help? She does. But she stops early. So pump, you drive base, Nneka sees it. She's looking to help down. But just go for a float. And it's early. You beat her to the spot. Easy too. Just look at the pace they were playing with. Every single time it's a stop, they're pushing the rock. Good interference. She's going to reject, but then counter. One dribble, cross, set you up, wrap. And then look at Atkins. I believe that's Atkins. She's looking to slide, and then you attack that lead right there. And now she can't open up and slide. Basically a rescreen. Get downhill. The big doesn't want to step out. You're just going to pull from deep, and you're going to make her pay. It's that simple. Get the defender leaning. Get to your spot. So Alamon's got the rock. Let's see. Ball screen. And I like that angle. Set it flat. But she can't really make contact. Just enough of a clip. Can she get downhill? Yes, she can. She's staying hugged because Mabrey's been on a heater. And even here, if Mabrey sees this, just drift deep corner. Take away the possibility of nail help. But I can see Burrell, she's communicating, yo, Neka, get over there. She's going to shift low, get ready to play two. So low man's going to trap the box. She reads it early. Spray to the weak corner. She takes that first pass, kind of late, and she burns you with the Tracy. Let me see that again. Great read. Another low man read. And even here, Burrell's not in a terrible position. The only issue is I'm not sure why she's still pulling in, because ideally you want to split the diff between two. But you can see she takes this step, maybe anticipating a spray to the weak corner. And now as she turns around looking to fan out, uh-oh, too low. Even here, just kind of wobbly. It's not a straight close. Decent contest, but too clean of a look. So she's telling Izzy, yo, come to the rock. She's going to flash, hand back, yup, and look at Wheeler. She turns her head. She's not expecting it. She wants to cheat. Now you're caught 2 under. And now on this handoff, she reads it. One dribble, step back right in that pocket. You're low, and she makes you pay. And I keep saying it, but I do not understand why so many players in the W always go under. What is with all the cheating? There's no way the coaches are telling him to do that. Who has the rock? So Mabrey's got the rock. One of them clean glass, or maybe she did, but regardless, let's see. Push, and now Wheeler's got to pick her up. I can see her. She's naturally loading to the ball, sitting right there at the center line to greet her. So now she turns the corner, bump off. Oh my goodness. Pull back. She misses that, but then Izzy flies. That was a nice bump off too. You feel it? Just push her off. Pull back, set your feet, and you can see that engages Wnba. She checks. My man's still trailing. I'm just going to pull in, look for a slight contest. Doesn't do much, but just by doing that slight contest, you can see now she's a bit too inside. Izzy's going to look to crash, and she's not expecting it because, again, she's thinking her man is still trailing. But now by going inside, you can't mark her. Don't put a body. It's a jumping contest. And even here, she doesn't see it. And she flies in. She able to put it back? Yes, she is. And she just cleans up because neither one of them were expecting her to just fly in for that. Up 23 with 4 to go in the second. That's just absurd. So you get a stop, you push the rock. I can see she's telling her to run wide. And now they're in a compromised situation. If she picks the rock up, she's trailing. Who's going to pick her up? Because she's got to run wide with her. Lay off, and look at this. No pickup, logo pull again, same spot, same result. And that's just a heater. And just great recognition by Alaman. Tell her, yo, run wide, run wide. Just take her away. And now on this layoff, you can see who's picking her up. She's just following her. She doesn't even see it. Now she's going to make that two-way. Because she's backpedaling, trying to take that away. And even here, she could drop that off. Because now she's wide open, getting behind the defense. And she can't even get uphill. You can see she's celebrating too, I think. Let me see that again. She's thinking, I'm wide open. So she wasn't celebrating, but she is. This is why they were staying in a rhythm. Just look at the pace they were playing with. Everything's just down the floor quick. And now she's got this matchup snatch. No way. That's a heat check. Didn't create that much separation, but she did get her just enough on her heels. Decent luck, but good recovery. What are they up? 24 to start the third. And right here, just going to skip it 2 passes away. Not to Izzy for some reason. So wing entry, I can see it's going to be a rip. And instead of taking the rip, you can see Wnba. She's sitting on that side. All right, let me just cut through. But that's all fluff because now you want that rip pin. Can you clean her up? She chases over. and another tight curl. But it is quite congested because, again, on the pass, the spacing isn't great. So similar to a possession in the first half, Wheeler can now just pull in and quickly stunt and recover. But she's a bit high, and Mabrey's expecting it. So off this tight curl, she catches, push dribble with the left to keep the rock on her inside, stop on a dime, again, step back. So damn near identical to a possession in that first half. And look at the separation she creates. Push dribble to split, a little bit of a push off. That's a great look. And that could have gave her the double nickel. Yeah, Atkins was in hell. Constantly having to get down the floor, picking her up, all the screening actions, the way the Temple were playing with pace. Even here, good recognition. Push the rock, and you can see a two-side. She's at the center line. Quick throw ahead. Now she's got to pick the rock up. Who's catching her on the extra? She's late. Swing, swing. And she finds Tracy from the corner. Let me see. Does Hamby see it? She's way too late. And she's a bit wide here. So looking for a ball screen. But Wheeler's looking to ice. She's going to open up. Keep her on that sideline. But at least this engages Hamby. And look at Izzy. She's going to hold the pop. And I like what Alamon's doing here. Eat up all that space against the drop. Get in between three. Now you make that throw back. And you can see they're forced to veer. It's a bit late. She doesn't even contest. And she trays. And when your big can do this, it's done.
Speaking of soccer, I think our sideline reporter Kayla Gray was...
No way it falls straight to her. One dribble. Finish with the left. This is just unacceptable. Let me see. So she doesn't really put a body, but she doesn't have to because Izzy's just getting back on defense. They've got her sandwiched, and you can see now one of them on the perimeter are looking to dive in and put a body. And she also knew the trajectory of the miss because obviously it's her miss. So she probably knew it was going left. Second jump, catch. There's nothing Nneka can do. She didn't expect it. She can't even open up. Caught on her high side. That could have been an AM1. More pace. And it's going to be an early drag right at the 47. Does Wheeler see it? She does. So she's able to peek and see it. But what is Nneka doing? You can see Hamby's pointing. Yo, your man's setting an early drag. Why are you running towards the paint? Look how low she is. And now Wheeler's in a 2-on-1. She goes under. And look what happens as soon as she goes under. Mabrey reads it. Cross back. Rescreen? No rescreen. Because right here, she could rescreen. If she goes under again, reject. But let's see. At least you set up the ball screen. Now it is going to be a rescreen. But you can see Mabrey looking for a pull. Nothing's there. Tween. Hezzy. But now you set it up and look at the way she's opened up. She's not going to be able to chase over that. But at least it's low enough to where Nneka's there. Let's see. Oh, she can get over. Yeah, you can see the angle of the screen is not great. So now she's able to get into her body, skinny through, and now she's stuck. And even here, now because she's able to skinny through, Nneka, she doesn't have to show. You can get back. Push off, bump, snatch, pull back. Tracy. So even though she was there, slides, she feels it, I'm going to give you a bump off. Not a full extension push off, just enough shoulder. Snatch. Line up the Tracy. And you can see Wheeler, she's complaining to the ref instead of getting a contest. So early drag, she's going to go under, but you can see Bentley's able to load up just because her man is trailing right now. So good job. Because on this under, if she's not here, she might get downhill as she's turning the corner and then isolates the big, get her on her heels. You're going to force the veer. If she continues that pursuit, now Hamby's rolling on that clear side. But because she was already there, you can just deter that. Now she's going to slip. You hit her, catch, but she's there. She's low, low cross, one dribble. She's looking to Barkley. But does she reach there? She reads it, she slides, and I think she does get that poke. So good job by X4 here. Quick poke, and even here, Alamon, good job. Pull in, look for a quick dig. And now you get the rock, you push, and you continue playing with pace. Look at Mabrey. She's already running. She's going to run wide. Quick overlap, and now you got a two-side. You pick the rock up, it's a quick swing. Nope. She's going to get middle, hit the trailer, get all the way to the rim, tight rope, finish with the reverse. I guess that works too. And this works because she was picking up the rock, and look what she does. She vacates, just leaves her and allows her to get middle because she's so concerned about Mabrey running wide. She doesn't even care that she's getting middle. She could have just continued getting downhill, but just hit the big. She's trying to open up. She's there. Goes vertical. But Fagbenley's able to see it. One dribble. Nope. I'm getting by you. Nice use of the off arm. Slight hook. And get around. This is crazy. They haven't stopped running the entire game. And I can see it's a two-side. She's slipping behind the defense. She's picking the rock up. She's trying to play too. You got to find her on that drop off. Does she? She does. Easy catch. But you can see she's got her antennas up. She's there. High hands. Let's see. But now you touch paint. She's already in the paint. You got two trailing. Swing to the weak corner. And great job right here by Fagbenley. You can see Burrell. She has no idea where Mabrey is. So as she's looking to fan out and turn around, she's a bit too wide and low. And right here, Nneka, she sees it, but now as she's looking to close, because Fagbenley's trailing, she's able to pin her in. And she gets another tray, but great awareness. She's going to pull from deep. It's too strong. And actually almost falls back to her. But good awareness by these two. Don't just blindly get out and leak. Make sure you clean glass, because that would have fell back to her. But now you clean glass, immediate get off, and now they're trailing because they crashed. She's running down the middle. Yo, swing me the rock. No way she's pulling that. Step back? Stop. Just stop it. Let me see that again. You can see she has her antennas up. She's there too. Look at the pickup point. It's at the 4-point line. But as soon as Mabrey catches it, pump, attack you, sell it, step back. Look at all that separation. She's got Wnba. And I wonder if this was a forced switch. Because there's 11 on the clock. I'm not sure who she was matched up with. It might have been Izzy. And then she got the veer. And now she's calling for another ball screen. But in this situation, instead of calling for a ball screen, get middle, wave everybody off, and we're flattening the defense. Double dunk, double corn, 1-4 flat. I'm frying you. But you can see she calls for the ball screen. And that might have been just a little feint. She might have been bluffing it. You can see, I think she's anticipating it. She jumps, tween, change of direction, attacker, tight angle two, nail help you read it, swing one pass away, and then Nurse, she joins the 3-point party. It's raining trays for everybody. Good nail help too, because I would force her to make that spray. Because you already know she's going to score, but can she score? And yes, she can, because everybody's in a rhythm. What is going on here? Oh, this might have been horns. Entry, elbow extended, and now she's going to look to set that away. And you can see Atkins, she's staying attached. And again, instead of getting on her outside hip, she's going to stay bodied up on her inside hip. Which does work here. She's able to skinny through, stay attached. Can she do it again? Yes, she can. Because there is a bit of space here. She's able to shoot the gap, or at least chase over it. And now I can see Wnba. She's got her antennas up. She's going to slide. Help show. And you can see Mabrey. She wanted to curl tight again. And that's why she's looking for a push dribble with her inside hand. If you can push, take that tight angle, it's a straight line drive. But because she's able to chase over and she's looking to slide, she can't. And now she's going to pull her dribble back. But this sucks. Because now you're forced to veer. And she had to be here because you can see, even though she is able to chase over, if she takes a tight angle, she's going to be on Mabrey's hip. So she had to slide. But now this sucks because you got this mismatch and you got this mismatch. And you can see the low man. She's reading it early. As soon as Feg Bentley's looking to dive and looking for that seal, you can see she's pulled in, ready to help. But now you can see Atkins, great awareness. She's pulled in just scram. You get out to the corner, you mitigate that mismatch, but you still have this one. And I don't even know if she was looking for it. She might be right here, but then she might see, all right, there's nothing, they scram, let me just fry her. Look at Wnba, pressing up crazy. Now Hezi, one dribble, tween, change direction, oh my goodness. Then she flies in for the putback. Let me see that again. So you can see right here, can I find her outside hand? No, I can't, because Wnba's pressing up. And now one dribble set her up, tween. And you can see because she's hounding her, she overreacts. Oh my goodness. As her stumbling, let me see that again. Tween. Oh my goodness. But then right here, she's looking to crack. She doesn't really put a body, but now she's unmarked, crashes out the break, falls right to her too. Everything was going their way. Down 30. I think they got down as big as 35. Can't recall, but it was bad. And now I can see she's looking to clean her up away, but it's not there. Now she's going to vacate on the strong side. Not sure what's transpiring here. Oh, she's got Wnba on her. I just realized. So she set a ball screen, and they were forced to veer. And the Sparks started veering a lot. And I don't know if it was built in, but they were definitely veering. And this is all you need. And you can see coach is saying, yo, get out, give her space, let her fry. Hezi, cross, Hezi, pound, step back, just fry her. And again, Alamon was having a hell of a night too. Hezi, wow. Wow. And she's there too. She's going to get last shot, still up 30, flow right into a two-man game, and she's going to ghost it. And I can see what she's trying to do. Because they've been veering so much, she wants to feint it and see if there's red confusion. And you can see Atkins, she's peeking. Is there going to be a ball screen? But you can see if she relaxes for a split second, she turns the corner tight, low man's there, snatch, oh my goodness. No way she missed that. Because Atkins is anticipating a ball screen. And so you can see, as soon as she turns the corner, she's flat-footed, can't really slide with her, and she knows that she's looking to recover. I'll give you a hard snatch. Use your momentum against you. That's a great look for her. Look at the separation. Right at the elbow. But it's kind of an awkward shot pocket. Because on the pickup, maybe not. Maybe she just missed that. Even here. Just going to touch her forehead. Damn. So it's going to be a drag. And I can see nurses there. I'm not sure if it's going to be a double drag or she's looking for a Spain. Let me see. Wnba's communicating. And the reason she's so far down is probably because she sees nurse here. And so maybe she's expecting a Spain. But she's going to go under. And now she's going to slip out. So a little bit of a misdirection. So let's see. She goes under. Now she's looking to slip. But it kind of sucks. Because as she's looking to slip for the pop, she's also looking to slip for the roll. So they collide. It's a bit awkward. But at least here you can see. As she's turned the corner, instead of staying with her man on that pop, it causes red confusion. Because now she's staying thinking, are we switching that? But she was chasing under, and now you got two on a rock, but you can't burn them because, again, they intersect. But now you get downhill, pitch back, no look. Which works. You engage. Who was on who again? Alright, so they take their man again. You get out. You close flat, but look at this. You close, you're overreacting, and now she's going to attack your lead. Open you up, get downhill, push off, get into your body. A nice finish with the right. Just play bully ball. And you can see, they're getting 2s and 3s. Everything's open. What happened here? Maybe a rip for her? Screen the screener. Now you pin her. And again, go under, catch. Let's see. Bit of a far catch, but now rescreen. And look at that. That's how you set a ball screen. Close the gap. Don't allow her to chase over. Now she's in a drop on that clear side. Do they veer? They don't. You can see Alamon. She's just waiting. Hang dribble. Engage her. And after that ball screen, because you made great contact and she's chasing over, now you hit her in the pocket on the roll. You release her on the short. Now I can see Wnba. She's reading it. And I do like this. Because if you see this transpiring and you know she's rolling middle, get there early. You greet her in the middle of the lane. But you can see, if she's going to pull in, you have to shift low and crack her. Because now once she helps up, it's a drop off. But she'll just take the float. Regardless of how she played this, if she wanted to drop that off, it's 2. But right here, early pickup, beat her to the spot, and she doesn't help up in time. But I don't understand why this isn't automatic. If your low man's going to help up, why are you not cracking? Is it a Spain? What is this? Again, I'm seeing more 3-man actions, but I'm not sure what they're looking for. Because if it was an obvious Spain, she would be ripping her. And you can see, I think she's also confused. And that's why she's going to back up, just in case of that rip. And that's why the Spain is so dangerous, because it preoccupies the big. They always have to navigate that rip/flare, depending on the angle of the screen. And by doing that, it leaves X1, X2 on an island to navigate that ball screen. Because look how far she's looking to drop back. But it works out, because now she's going to slip. So I'm not sure what they were looking for. But now it's going to be a rescreen. So a twist. First ball screen, nothing. Second ball screen, is she going to slip? You can see Alamon. She was expecting a slip. Again, looking to cause red confusion. But she's going to hold the ball screen. And so on this pickup, it's a bit delayed. Now she can stay square, but you still find her. And even here, great pass. Because it's a bit of a late slip, I think she can read that Wheeler might shoot that and climb up Mabrey. So she's going to throw it far out. And even here, Wheeler's actually not going to gamble. Stay disciplined. But now on the outside, you bring it back inside. She slides. You're stuck. Let's see. She's looking to lift. She's going to vacate, fill the corner. And good patience here. Because you can see Ray. She's going to quickly pull in, get off a quick stab, and then get back out. Now she's going to wait, hold it, bring the rock up, adjust, and then just use the glass. What an angle. Bit of a step through, and she was in front. Wheeler is right there on her low side, but now she kind of opens up. So 2-8 on the clock. Offense must have broke down.
Didn't play in the
Quick pitch. Let's see. No need to switch. Tries to clean her up, but she can't. She gets out. Good contest.
defeated Wnba.
She cleans glass. Looks for the throw ahead. But that's a careless throw ahead. Conde reads that. Easy pickings. So they get the rock back, push, and now you're in a scramble situation. Cross court throw ahead. Attacker in a closeout. Get downhill. You see the help. You see her kind of in between. You missed the inside finish. Where did Mabrey come from? So she gets downhill. She's trying to help down. And then she just slips by Wheeler. Yeah, she's ball watching crazy. Just gets around. It falls right to her. That's crazy. So another stagger for Mabrey.
Both of them here tonight.
And I can see, again, she's trying to stay attached, but she's on her inside hip. So she wants to skinny and chase over. But look how upright she is. Boom. You get clipped on the first, and now you can't stay attached. You try to chase over. Boom. Second. And now she's turning the corner clean. So instead of just trying to stay on her inside hip, why not just lock and trail on her outside hip so that you can at least chase over, get a rear view contest? Because by trying to do this, there's nothing you can do to keep up. And you can see she's point switching now. And even here, she's got her antennas up. So even if she doesn't point switch last second, she's been reading that the entire time. So good awareness and good job. She's up, she's showing. As soon as she sees Mabrey looking to pull, she's jumping out. Great contest. But then Wnba. So late switch, and you can see she doesn't take her. So now Wnba, her man's looking to contest. All right, I'll just crash. And now she's ball watching, and you're not covering her after she covered you. And now she's looking to clean glass, and I can see she peeks. So she sees Wnba crashing. So she tries to get inside, but then it falls outside. And Wnba's going to get to that. And now after a great stop, an emergency stop too, they keep the possession alive. And then I can see right here. So off that miss, she's looking to leak, assuming they're going to clean glass. Now, she's going to come towards a rock. She turns around, she sees it late. Catch, pull, Tracy. And you don't want to give that up after a great stop. But even here, not sure why. Because now you're going so late. You're obviously not going to get there. You turn around, you see it late. And you can't run her off the line. Damn, it was bad.
11 minutes.
And what is this? So you're looking to top lock, but you can see their defense is not set. So by sitting on her high side, now you're susceptible to a pass over top.
Minutes.
Easy, just lead her to the rim, catch, fly by, resurface. What did she expect to happen here? Was she anticipating a potential chase? Or her getting uphill for a DHO? I'm not sure, but by doing this, with no help on that backside, you're just giving up an easy two. Quick inbound, let's see. Just gonna have her bring the rock up, maybe because they were picking up. And look at this. Wnba, break pressure early, and she's calling for someone. I'm not sure. But now she's gonna set the away, have her curl off, but at least she's ready. She's there. There's no way. I was gonna say. Again, at least she's got her antennas up, because she was loading to the ball, but she's high enough on that curl. Good contest. But then again, ends up being a late switch. She's chasing over. If she covers you, you gotta cover her. She just slips by everybody. Game is basically over here. Honestly, the game's been over through 3. But they kept her in to try and break the record, which I do respect because she was on a heater at the crib. Why not reward her? Let's see. So she's going to bring the rock up, and she's got a cross match. So I would just clear the floor and have her attack on the side. But instead, they're going to look for a size advantage. And you can see, swims around, looks for a duck in. But look at Alamon. Instead of just blindly following her man clear out, I'm staying right there on that strong side because technically on this empty, she would already be low man. And because she's reading it early, she's there, just shoots that. And she has no idea that she's poaching. Blind side steal, give me that. And now we're pushing. And look at Mabrey. As soon as Alamon gets the rock, immediate sprint. Give me the rock. So off the steal, you can see she's looking to overlap and run wide. And now she's behind, so she can't pick the rock up. She's at the center line, and she's a bit low, so she can meet Mabrey. But again, it's a 2-side because one of them has to take the rock. You push, pitch back. She gambles on the trail, she adjusts, and she pulls for 3. And that's how she got 53. Not a terrible gamble, honestly. Because on this pitch back, you can see it was a bit dangerous. But great hands, adjust. And now she's got to get uphill after going downhill. Use her momentum against her. And line up to Tracy. And even here. She's just jogging. Doesn't even get a contest. So they're going to horns. I can't recall if they started sending hits just to get the rock out of her hands. I don't think they were. I think they were veering, which we saw in the 3rd. But in terms of hard doubles, I don't think they were. Because anytime she gets the rock, I would just send the hit. Force it out of her hands. But let's see. Entry, it's going to be horns. You rip her off. That's a great pass. Look at the unselfishness. Because off this rip, she could hold the rock and wait for a ball screen. But she sees it's a great rip. Tight curl. She doesn't back up to take it away. She's behind. Great pass over top. But now you can see the low man reads it. Swing to the strong corner. And it's a swing. Great unselfish basketball. And again, they didn't even need this. The game's over. She's just looking to get a career high or set a new record. But she still makes the right play. Low man pulls in. Easy bounce out. And you can see she runs interference. After bouncing it out, she's looking to recover. But now she's going to vacate and cut her off. And so now they both can't get out. So maybe I was wrong, because I can see on this frame, they blitzed her. So if like Bentley set the ball screen, she was looking to turn the corner, X5 jumped out. But I can also see on this frame, why is she rolling so deep? Because the nail help is poaching that. And even here, low man's pulled in. So high man, low man. That's a crazy pass. Instead of a short right here in that pocket, she's throwing that, leading her all the way to the rim. And even here, high man, she gambles, can't get to it, but low man's there. But they're quite small. So now deep catch, deep finish, or swing. Yeah, look at that wrap. Because they do have her trapped here. But again, just too small. Wrap on the spray, no X. She's got to make a 2-way. She misses the Tracy. But because 2 jump out, you got to put a body. You got to put a body on that 45. She crashes out the other 45. Secures it. Kick. Tracy. And another O-board. Jeez. That was 3 in one possession. But this would have been a crazy way to break the record and get 56. An O-board, kick out, Defense is collapsed. I wonder if she could even attack her. Pump, get a bit closer, and then pull from deep. But the cinematics. So what's happening here? Maybe a cross for her to get post position. So they want to look for a post entry, and they were. But why that instead of a middle pin for Mabrey? Let's say she comes off, you curl tight, it's a straight line drive. There would be no help. But this is fine too. But what's not fine is this pass. Yeah, but that was the only passing angle she could find. Because you can see she's defending the inbound and she's making herself wide. And so she can't make that angle, and that's the only angle she can find. So now it's got to be a far catch. But she recovers the rock, and that's fine. And they're actually looking for a post split. So that's what they're going to. And you can see she's going to slip out. And they just wanted to cause red confusion. So are you two going to stay square or are you going to switch? But in this situation, she does the right thing. Just stay square, because if she dives and she hits her, who cares? Her getting 2 points in this situation doesn't matter. The game's already over. And the only reason she's in is because they want to get her a double nickel or have her get 56. They want to set a new Wnba record. So good job to stay attached, understanding the time and score. And even here, look at that poke. Because she's trying to read Mabrey. She's trying to keep the rock away, but she's able to poke, knock the rock loose, but then she recovers it. One dribble, deep corner, not really square, and she can't find 56. Could she have let the rock just fall out of bounds? Maybe. But it's fine. And she's trying to square in air. She doesn't get a great contest. That's makeable though.